students. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today here I am standing with a new chapter, the 6th chapter of your textbook Honeysuckle, and the name of the lesson is Who I Am. So basically this chapter describes 6 small kids, and it describes that we all are different from each other. You all are students of the same class, same section, same school, but you all are different from each other. One may be good in English, one may be good in drawing, one may be good in sports. So each one of us are totally different from each other. We don't have similarity. We have a lot of different kind of characters in ourselves. So here you will find that there are 6 characters, and the first one that you can find here in this lesson is Radha. So she says that you can see the picture of Radha here. So Radha is a girl who loves climbing trees, and she says that my favorite activity is climbing trees. Just outside our house there is a mango tree which I love to go up. So Radha loves climbing very much. There is a mango tree in front of her house, and that is her favorite spot. She often climbs up the tree, and the shape of the tree is also like that, so easy to climb that she says that its branches spread out, so it is simple to climb up the tree, and I can sit comfortably in the fork of 2 branches. Fork, the place where 2 branches meet. At that place she sit comfortably for many hours. But there is a problem with Radha, that her mother often tells her that Radha, you are a girl. You don't climb tree. It is not sensible for girls to climb trees. But one afternoon she climbed up too. Though her mother used to tell her that don't climb trees, sometimes one day what happens? Radha's mother also climbs the same tree which she told Radha that you should not climb. So the one afternoon she also climbed up, and both of us sat there talking and eating raw mangoes. They ate unripe raw mangoes there, sitting at the fork of the mango tree. When I am high in the tree, I feel like I can rule the whole world. So see what Radha feels. See the experience of Radha when she is up in the tree, when the whole world appears below. She feels very confident, very comfortable out there in the tree, at the branch of the tree, and she feels that at the tree, high up in the air, she can rule the whole world. It gives her confidence when she sits up on the fork of the tree and look at the world below. So in this way that we have found that Radha was a girl who loved climbing tree, but her mother often forbidden her, often stopped her, that Radha, you are a girl, don't try to climb tree. Then the next character we will find here is Nasir. So Nasir, he is again completely different from Radha. Nasir says that when I grow up, I want to become a seed collector. He wants to gather some seeds of many plants, many flowers, many vegetables. And he has a genuine point. He has a very valid, good point why he wants to become a seed collector in future. So Nasir says, we have cotton fields in our village, and every year my father spends a lot of money on buying new seeds to grow our cotton plants. So from this we come to know that Nasir's father was a cotton farmer. They used to cultivate a lot of cotton every year, and what baffles Nasir was that every year his father has to spend a lot of money to buy new seeds. So Nasir remembered that his grandfather once told him that many years ago, when his grandfather was a small boy, young man, so old times, he could collect the seeds from his own plants which could be sown to grow new plants during the next year. So you have seen that the seeds that are grown in his own trees, own cotton plants, they are used next year again. But the case is not like that during Nasir's father's time. Now Nasir's father every year has to spend a lot of money to buy fresh food, seeds, which cost him a lot of money. So Nasir wanted to find out the reason that why during my grandfather's time the same seeds could be used, now the same seeds are not used, and in the process my father has to pay a lot of money, spend a lot of money every year. So Nasir says, I want to find out why that is so. Why that is so? Why now fresh fruits are brought every year by my father and old seeds are not used? I want to learn how to preserve seeds so that we can use them again and not spend money every year. So he wants to find out the method of preserving seeds so that old seeds can be used next year, and in the process they can save money, hard-earned money. They can save and buy, and they do not have to buy fresh fruits, fresh seeds. So in this way we have seen that the character of Radha, the nature of Nasir absolutely are different. Now let us meet the new character, the third character of this story, who I am, who is Rohit. So Rohit's aim, Rohit's plan, Rohit's nature is completely different from Radha and Nasir. Now Rohit says that if I had a huge amount of money, I would travel and travel. So his hobby, his liking is traveling. I want to see the mountains of New Zealand. So Nasir, Radha, completely different from Rohit. Rohit wants to go to these beautiful places. These are the mountains of New Zealand. You can see in the picture that Rohit wants to go there if he had a lot of money. Not only mountains of New Zealand, he wanted to go to the beaches of Lakshadweep. Then he will cross India and he will go to the Beijing city of China. Not only China, he wanted to see the South American Amazon River also. Then he is also religious. He also wants to go to some temples, and he has selected Konark temple in Orissa, and he also wanted to see the special pyramids in Egypt. So these are the places where Rohit wanted to visit if he becomes a rich man in future, and if he gets some good amount of money in the future. So he says that I should go to the Konark temple in Orissa, or the old city in Beijing in China, and the pyramids in Egypt too. But what I actually enjoy is seeing nature more than old buildings. It is not that the pyramids, it is not that Konark temple, it is not that you want to go to see the Amazon River or simply Lakshadweep or the buildings of Beijing. It is not like that. He says that I want to see nature than the old buildings. So in this way we have found out that we have met Radha, who loved climbing trees. We have met Nasir, who wanted to find out the art of preservation of seeds. And then we have met Rohit, who wanted to go to different places of the world and see the natural beauty of all these places. Now let us see the next character, who is Sarabjit. You can see the picture of Sarabjit with specs. He is absolutely different from the other earlier three characters we have met. So he says that what makes me very angry is when people don't believe me when I am telling the truth. So it is very natural. It happens with you also, with me also. That when we tell the truth and the other person to whom we are telling that this is correct, I am telling the truth, it is not believed. That makes Sarabjit very angry. For example, if I tell my teacher that I could not do my homework because Ravi borrowed my book and forgot to return it. So if Sarabjit tells his teacher that, sorry ma'am, sorry sir, I did not complete my homework, And the teacher said, why have you not completed your homework? Then Saurabhjit says that it was with my friend Ravi. He borrowed my book and he did not. And without my book, how can I complete? The teacher would not believe. He gives another example. Or I tell my parents that it wasn't me but my little brother who started the fight. Again, there are quarrels between brothers in the house, between brother and little sister, old sister. And again, always Saurabhjit says that his parents used to blame him. You must have started the fight. His parents used to tell him like that. So he says that it makes me very angry when my parents blame me that I have started the quarrel. Or if I tell my teacher that I really did study for the test even if I have got bad marks. Again, another example, Saurabhjit says that I sometimes do not get good marks despite preparing well for the exam. And I tell my teacher that, sir, madam, I prepared, I read a lot, but I could not get good marks, but the teacher would not believe. In those cases, Saurabhjit says that I get very angry. They all look at me as if they think I am telling lies. So Saurabhjit cannot tolerate this. He could not control himself. He gets angry when people blame him of telling lies. The look on their faces really angers me. So they make a very angry look. The teacher are annoyed, and that pains Saurabhjit a lot, and he says that I get very angry. Sometimes I have to look down at my shoes and count to 10 so that I do not show that I am angry. So he has found out a new technique. He has invented a new technique himself, that if he look at his shoes and count 1 to 10, then his anger decreases. It decreases his anger when he starts counting 1, 2, 3, 4 like that up to 10. In this way he controls, he doesn't show his anger in front of the teachers. So in this way you have found that Saurabhjit is again completely different from Radha, completely different from Rohit, completely different from Nasir. Now let us see who is the next character, Dolma. So you can see the picture of Dolma here. So Dolma says that when I grow up, I am going to be the Prime Minister of India. So as you know, Sri Narendra Modi ji is the present Prime Minister of India. In the future, like Modi ji, Dolma will become the Prime Minister of India. People always laugh when I say that, but I am sure that I will do it. So Dolma is very confident that one day she will become the Prime Minister of India. Everyone in my class asks me what to do when they have a problem, and my teacher always trusts me when something needs to be done in school. So she feels that she has a lot of social skills in her. She can understand the difficulties, the problems of other people, and she can solve their problems. So she feels that when she becomes the Prime Minister of India, she will be able to solve the problems of the people. So from that point of view, she feels that one day she is going to become the Prime Minister of India. She gives another one reason why she has decided to be that, to be the Prime Minister of India. I want to make things better for everyone. So as a Prime Minister, one has to think for each and everybody, all the people of the country, of all states, of all villages, all districts. So she feels that I want to make things better for everyone. I want us to have good hospitals and roads and schools. These are basic problems of India. People are having health problems, there are not sufficient hospitals, so she will make sufficient hospitals. She will make good roads. In your village, in my village, the roads are not good. So Dolma feels that when she becomes the Prime Minister of India, she will make good roads for everybody, in all the cities, in all the towns, in all the metropolitans. I want to make sure that there are many scientists in India who will invent cures for diseases. So, new diseases like corona disease, COVID-19, like that disease, nobody is able to find out a vaccine, a medicine. Dolma feels that she will be able to produce by giving good opportunities to the scientists, by setting up big laboratories. sophisticated laboratories. She will encourage the scientists of India to find out cures of newborn or new diseases and send a spaceship to Mars. Not only roads, not only hospitals, not only schools, not only laboratories, not only vaccines for diseases, not only new medicines, but she also wants to send a spaceship to Mars. So these are the aims which are cherished by Dolma in her heart, and we have seen that after getting to know about Dolma, we find that she is again very different from Rohit, again very different from Sarabjit, from Nasir. Everybody is different from each other. Then let us meet the next character, who is Peter. So Peter says that second Sunday of every month is the best day for me. What he says, let us see. This is Peter. You can see him putting on a jacket, a white trouser, and you can see that he says that the second Sunday of every month is my favorite day. On this day, our whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. So why the second Sunday is very important for Peter? Because on that day, his whole family goes to the cinema hall. And as usual, all children loves enjoying cinemas, love enjoying this kind of activity. So for him, second Sunday is very special. My father gets the ticket in advance, and all of us, his all family members, he has mentioned, his grandmother, his parents, his two brothers, and he himself, they all would go to the cinema, and the tickets are advancedly booked by his father. So for all the family, that was a very special day. Take the bus there. So by taking the bus, they would reach the cinema hall. In the interval, again in the interval also, he remembers that his father buys peanuts, and I love to sit in the darkness of the hall eating and watching the film. So when the film starts, you all have seen cinema halls. So you can see that in the cinema hall, when the film starts, these lights are put off so that the movie screen becomes very clear. So in this way, that particular environment, that dark environment with the screen in front of that environment is liked by Peter very much. And also the peanuts they get to eat during intervals, that is also very much special for Peter. Afterwards, we always stop to eat ice cream. After the cinema, after taking peanuts at the interval, when the movie ends, they used to have ice cream. Everyone is in a good mood, and we all feel very lucky that we are such a happy family. So Peter says that when they come back, they always feel that they are a very happy family, because together with grandmother, with mother, with brother, sister, they enjoy cinema on every second Sunday of the month. So he feel, not only he, in fact each one of the members of Peter's family, they feel that they are a happy family. So in this way you have seen that Radha, Sarabjit, Rohit, Nasir, Dolma, Peter, they all are completely different. They are thinking. One tries to climb trees, one tries to preserve seeds, one wants to go to the different beautiful spots of the country, one wants to become the Prime Minister of the country, one loves cinema halls. Second Sunday, very special for him. So their thinking is absolutely different from each one of the characters. They are completely different from each other. Now you can see the question answers working with the text. So there, Peter's favorite day of the week is Sunday because. So why the second Sunday is special? Which day? The second Sunday. Peter's favorite day of the week is Sunday because on that particular Sunday, each member of Peter's family, they go to the cinema hall to enjoy the cinema. Then comes Nasir. We have met Nasir. His father used to spend a lot of money every year in buying new seeds for the new season. So Nasir wants to learn the technique, the skill of seed preservation. Then Dolma believes that she can make a good prime minister because she can understand the emotions, the feelings, the troubles, the difficulties of people. So in this way you can answer these questions. Then let us see the next question. Write true or false again each of these statements. So you can see Peter is an only child. This is an absolutely false statement because Peter goes to the cinema hall along with his grandmother, his parents, his brother, his sister. So this is false. When Sarabjit gets angry, he shouts at people. No, false. Because when Sarabjit gets angry, when he tells something to somebody, he is not believed. He gets very angry. He used to look at his boots. He used to count 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10 so that he can avoid showing his anger. Nasir lives in the city. No, Nasir doesn't live in a city. He lives in the village. This is also false. Radha's mother enjoys doing things with her. True. We have read that one day Radha's mother climbed the tree with Radha and both of them enjoyed together. So these are the fill in the blanks. Then again we can see some questions of intelligence. So you can see that fill in the blanks to name the different kinds of intelligence one has been done for you. So when I enjoy listening to people and solving their problems, I use my interpersonal intelligence. This is like Dolma. Then when I enjoy dancing or physical activity, I use my, what is it? It is the bodily intelligence. Then again when I enjoy looking at maps and examining pictures, I use my mathematical intelligence. Again when I enjoy working with numbers and solving maths problems, I use my mathematical intelligence. And again when I enjoy telling a story or arguing, I use my verbal intelligence. So in this way you can write the answers in your copy. So my dear students, I hope that all of you have understood the lesson and all of you have come to know that each of one of us is absolutely different from each other. Our nature is absolutely different from each other. We may be similar to somebody in some extent, but we all are unique. We all have got different kind of nature and we all are special creations of God. So thank you. Have a nice day.